People, deluded, I'm back again. My word is hot today, man. I'm gonna wear shorts to work today, man. And you know me, I don't do the show in leg thing. But moving on, we know it's a slow window for Arsenal, anyways. I mean, City signing players for 60 odd million, signing a left back. I mean, it must be nice for your team to sign a left back if they need to address that area. Must be great, man. For Arsenal, we're linked with Zaha. We're linked to everybody on the sun, but in particular the Turney links, the Saliba links, and the Zaha. Nobody's over the line. Shout out to Martinelli. Good, it looks like to be a good player for the future. Let's just let him develop. But other than that, not really any transfer front. Nothing on the transfer front, really and truly. Hopefully, there's an acceleration in this because we've got to remember the window closes before the season starts. It's not where them ones where it runs through. So yeah, we've been linked again with Lucas Vasquez. Apparently, we're in talks with him. Not sure how much to believe that. On one hand, I believe there's some truth when you look at we've been linked with Perisic and now him and certain other players around that sort of age group. It kind of fits the mould in at least what we was trying to do last January. Beyond that, though, I don't think it's feasible. Yes, you can add to the fact he can play as a right wing back as well as a right back. And he's got experience, something that ticks all the boxes for Emery. But I don't necessarily believe this one. If it happens, it happens. Of course, I'm not in the know. We've also been linked with Marcelo. Like, you lot know me. I love the Samba boys. I love Brazil. But Marcelo, it's not going to happen. Ages, wages, on top of just being a good player. It's like linking us with Alaba. We are not going to give them the financial package. I would like of course, who wouldn't mind Marcelo just for the skills and going forward and whatnot. And he's clearly a solid left back. Allegedly, he's been told he can leave Real Madrid. But I don't think it's an Arsenal thing. Staying on course with Brazilian fullbacks, we've been linked with Corinthians right back Fagner. Now, forgive me, people, if I'm wrong, but ain't that the guy that played last year in the World Cup for Brazil in Dani Alves' absence? Again, forgive me if I'm wrong, and I haven't seen him past that. He might have improved, but I can't lie, I think he's very crap, people. Based on the World Cup, of course, that's harsh, because there's several players, I mean, Guedes of Valencia didn't have the best of tournaments. Werner didn't. Ismail Assar didn't have the best of tournaments. Milinkovic Savic didn't have the best of tournaments. These are all young players with potential. Obviously, he's not young. I assume he's is Edu using his expertise to get someone to compete with Bellerin, if not filling for his absence. From reports, allegedly it's a £5 to £7 million move, so it won't be the most expensive, but I can't lie, people. Based on the World Cup, again, he might have improved, and I'm not watching him on a regular basis. Obviously, backup is backup, but I think he's quite poor, to be fair with you. I don't think he's someone we need, whether it's for depth. I don't think he's someone that can improve this side or contribute positively to this side. I think he's pretty crap, to be fair with you. And you know me, I hardly use that language. Again, I've only watched him in the World Cup if it was him. So my opinion is not the most informed, but that's just my opinion based on what I've seen previously. Bielik's been linked with a move now. If he wants to leave, the club need to be getting 15-20 million plus a resale clause, plus a buyback clause if he is to go. I don't want him to, but if it is, you've got to get top money. Benatia to AC Milan seems to be edging closer, people. You've seen 16 million. We're due 30%, so we're due a few bob of that. Maybe that can be added to transfer reserves or something else. Ospina's officially joined Napoli as well for 5 million or so. Not the best of fees. By the end of the day, we're moving players off the wage books, and every penny counts, man. I mean, again, I'm poor, but what's 30% of 16 million? Ain't that like 3 or 4 million? Again, my maths is poor, but something around that. So that's around 7-8 million raised on these two lads alone. So ironically, players that don't play for this club, or one's on loan and one left time ago, are the ones bringing in the cake. Hopefully we can move on players that actually need to be moved on here. But there's that. On a quick basis, you've seen Yunus Musa, I can never say his name, Musa, talented midfielder, last season with Miguel Aziz for the under-18s, was getting a couple minutes here and there. You've seen him play on the flanks. His future is probably as a central midfielder or central creative sort of player. He is quite a good individual. As you know, everybody's returned. Well, today's the 5th of July, so the first team will be back. Everybody's been back, and again, I'm not sure of everybody's return schedules or rehabilitation in terms of the new season, but it is concerning that You look at Sam Greenwood, he played in the under-17s Euros, he's back in training. Tyrese John Jules had England under-18 duty, he's in training. Musa's not Musa, whatever you want to pronounce it as, isn't in training, and he's been linked with a lot of moves. Most recently, Valencia. You're inclined to believe there's some legs to it. Now, at the end of the day, I think he's got a lot of potential to go on and do decent things in this game. I want him to stay, but if he doesn't deem the pathway is good enough for him here, and he wants to experience Valencia or anywhere else, by all means go and do it. I want him to stay, like I said, but it is what it is. Valencia, they've got a track record of bringing through young players, as you can see. You've seen Kang Yang Lee getting chances, so it might happen there. There's a clearer pathway, I assume. Spanish cultures, different philosophies. You can learn different things, and you can still move back to England. Sorry. If he does want to move, then it'll be a blow, but it is what it is. We have to keep moving, man. And you look at him going to Valencia, Okaflex going to Celtic. Every top 6 team is losing players to abroad. People. United have, Spurs have, we have, Chelsea have, most recently with the mutes that went by Munich. So everybody's got to really review their pathway. And definitely as an Arsenal fan, it might be, we know in terms of the first team we need immediate results, but it might be an area we're taking for granted. If he does want to leave, it is what it is on that front. But I would like to see him stay, to be fair with you. On that front, there's not much more for me to add. I just thought I'd put it together, a quick little vid. But people, DG, I'm out. Like I said, there's nothing more for me to add, so I'm going to keep it moving.